I've had books go overseas.
Welcome to the We Got Problems podcast with co-hosts Curtis G. Martin, Rhonda L. Brown, and Khalif Johnson Sr., the one and only podcast where solutions get discussed to our community's everyday troubles. Each week, you will hear mind-blowing conversations and actionable tips and strategies that you can implement in your daily life to become more effective. We got problems and we got solutions.
All right, you guys, welcome to the show. This is We Got Problems, the podcast. I'm Curtis G. Martin. I'm here with my co-host, Rhonda L. Brown.
Hey, everybody.
Here with my second co-host, Khalif Johnson Sr.
Peace, how y'all doing?
And we have a special guest in the house tonight, Chyna, the original one. What's up, Chyna?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for inviting me.
I'm good. Hey, look, tell us a time about your upbringing in Compton and how it influenced your writing.
My upbringing in Compton, all my life. It had its ups and its downs. It had its ups and its downs, good times, bad times. I've seen a lot of stuff going on. But the way I was raised, I wasn't able to just rip and run like that. But when I was young, I'd sneak out here and there and check out what's going on in the streets or whatever. But other than that, it was cool. It taught me a lot.
So how did it influence your writing career?
Just by seeing different stuff and like my household just growing up, period. Like my whole family is from Compton. So, it's gang banging, not too many people in my family went to college, but we have high school graduates. But as we got older, some went to like community colleges and, things like that. So
a lot of stories there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot and I've been through a lot myself. So, that's what influenced my writing, just life, period.
Can you talk about your experience as a CEO of Queen C's Publishing and the process of publishing your books that, include Blinded by Love?
Mm-hmm. I started Queen C's Publishing, I want to say like 2010. And the first book that I wrote was Girlz. And that was basically about girls growing up in like the neighborhood, like going through a lot of different stuff, fighting and, not doing drugs, but, they boyfriends dealing drugs and, just basically that street life. That's what that was about. And like, just like dealing with disloyalty and trust issues and things like that. So that's what Hood Girls is about. And that's what made me start writing. Just one day I just woke up and said, I want to write a book, but I always been writing though. I always wrote, but I started off writing poems. Yeah, I started off writing poems and that's where the writing started from poems.
Okay. So can you just
go ahead?
Okay, can you discuss your role as editor-in-chief at Dime Divas magazine and your mission behind the publication?
Yeah, Dime Divas magazine. What inspired me to do that magazine is Queen Latifah. I'm a big fan of hers. I look up to her. Like I love me some Queen Latifah. So and watching Living Single when she did that magazine, I'm like, okay, this is my girl right here. Like, so that's what made me do Dime Divas. And I wanted to keep it going, but the people who I had on the team with me, like they quit. Mm-hmm. So, I couldn't do it by myself. So it was just one magazine and that was the end of Dime Divas.
Hey, so I'm hearing you about to write a play, Blinded by Love. What inspired that? And tell us a little bit about it.
It's actually not a play. It's a film,
okay.
Our film. And it came from a book that I wrote, Blinded by Love. And the book is about, the script is, it's a little different from the book. Because in the book, it starts off when they like fresh out of high school. Mm-hmm. And the script starts off while they're grown. Mm-hmm. But in the script, it's some flashbacks of them, younger and things like that. And Blinded by Love is it's fiction based off reality. Okay, and it's about a girl named Brooklyn. She's been through so much in her life. She's been through a lot of ups and downs in her relationships, and she thinks she found the right. She thinks she found the right man, and he's good in the beginning, and then after so long, he start messing up. So she end up getting hurt by him, and she end up getting hurt by him, and it just turns her crazy. So now she's out for revenge, and
Hey,
it's like the person he's messing with is it's like, oh really, you know? So
now, when we hear stories and watch movies like this, usually the person, the writer, they've been through some. Is this your story, or is it a bunch of stories of people you knew balled up in one?
no, it's not just my story. It's like just stuff I see in life. Period. It's some stuff that I've been through also.
Hmm.
Um, just talking to people, hearing their stories, and in my creative mind, I just put things together. But it's not just based off like a certain person or particular people. It's just this is just real life stuff that happens.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and just I just creatively just come up with all the different things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How does your education and pursuit of your bachelor's degree in English play into your work as a writer and publisher?
I actually didn't finish getting my bachelor's degree in English. I
Okay.
didn't I didn't I didn't finish that. I took college courses, but I didn't finish because I'd be having so much going on, and like all my writing, I learned basically on my own. The editing, the publishing, the formatting, everything. I'm just like I'm self taught. Everything I do, I'm self taught. I don't. The only thing I really went to school was for my nursing.
Okay, so
Honestly, yeah.
okay, can you speak on the themes and the messages in your writing, particularly about urban erotica, street novels? I'm gonna bring up one of your novels that I got from you, Hood
Okay.
Girls. What
Okay.
inspired you to write Hood Girls? What was the thought process in writing that? Because it's not just a book about hood; it has a
Mhm.
whole little passion and swing to it. So how did you come up with that, and where do you get inspiration for that?
Hood girls that like all my inspiration. Honestly, it really comes from myself, and a lot of stuff in Hood Girls is a lot of my life. Hood Girls is a lot of my life. It's a lot of stuff that I've been through with relationships and different people. So that's how I was able to come up with Hood Girls.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is. Hood Girls is I can say I'm in Hood Girls. Yeah.
Oh, so
Hey,
set it
I
off.
felt it.
We're gonna
No,
set it off
I
up in
felt it.
Hood Girls.
No, I
Yeah.
felt it. No, she was real accurate about describing
Mhm.
Lewisburg. She was real
Mhm.
accurate about describing the city coming down
The cars,
Rosecrans. Like,
the
yeah,
cutlass. That
yeah,
yeah. I
it
already
wasn't
had the
no fake.
cutlass on IROX. Like that's yeah. Some
Yeah.
stuff is made up, but a lot of it is true. It got some truth to it.
Yeah, no, those are
Hmm.
stories that really, really
Yeah.
take off. The ones where you can really feel you like, damn, we went right there to Fat
Yeah.
Burgers, right? Like
Mm.
Yeah. The
we used to hang
stealing,
out there. Yeah,
all that stuff,
Oh,
like
she was
all that,
in part two.
all that
Part two,
grimy
you went
stuff.
all over. You went on the west side. She was all over there on Wilmington. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
she hit the west side. She didn't just do the east side of Compton. She hit both sides of Compton. She gave love to both sides. So yeah,
Yeah.
both of those are really good books, y'all.
Yeah.
By the way.
The Carmelitos. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think
Definitely.
that I think that's in there. Yeah.
If you grew
I
up out
actually
here,
lived in the Carmelitos. So
so if you grew up out here in Southern California, you know some of these locations that she got in here. These are landmarks for us that you can definitely identify with.
yeah. Yeah.
so as you share your writing skills or your knowledge of writing your books with the world, so but what is it that you want them to get out of it? Like, what's the message that you want them to get?
The message in the writing is to just, I don't know, just like do you, like don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to step out of the box. Don't be afraid to be different when you write it. Like.
With me, I see a lot of courage in your writing. You know what I mean? I see stories of women that triumph through a lot of turmoil and a lot of different problems and a lot of different obstacles that they faced in these stories, and they come through them. So if anything, I look at your stories as a beacon of hope that you can
Mhm.
survive through some of these trenches out here, and you can definitely make it. I took a lot of inspiration from your book, just knowing that somebody that can come from that type of situation in these impoverished times that we were living in, and with all the drugs that were going on, all the gang violence that were going on, all the racial violence that was going on at a
Mhm.
time, and still be at the position where she came out and still had a good heart. I took a lot of motivation from that.
I do want people to to learn from it and like don't do certain, like learn from these mistakes. You know what I mean? Because I
Hmm.
noticed that a lot of when I write, a lot of women do say, "Oh, I've been through that," or like take from me and learn from it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Take from the
Yeah.
mistakes and learn from it.
Hmm.
That's what I want people to take from my writing.
How do you balance the various business endeavors and creative endeavors that you do?
Well, I work, um, like with my work life. Sometimes I write at work, like any little break I get or on my lunch break, because I don't really eat like that. I just, I write, and then I make sure I write when I get home.
Hmm.
If I'm not working, I'm in my office writing. I just make sure every day I dedicate myself to writing something. That way I can complete it.
Okay.
And that's what
So.
I did with the Blinded by Love script.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
when you're writing, right? When you're writing, do you collaborate with anybody? Do you sit down and collectively create with anybody, or what's your process? Do you have an approach of sitting down and talking out, or do you have approach of just sitting down working with anybody, or is it all you?
It's all me. I don't I be wanting to collaborate with people, but I don't know, it's hard to do that. And I'm a team player. So, I be offering people like, you want to write with me? You want to come on this project and write with me? Some people be too busy, I don't know, but eventually I end up on my own writing. And
Hmm.
I don't know, I get inspirations from movies I watch, life, and I just come in this office and, smoke my blunt and I'm gone. I'm
There we
typing.
Yeah,
go.
to work.
And I don't know that the thoughts just coming like people will ask me like, where do you get all this stuff from? Like, how do you think of this? I don't know. It's just God gave me that gift to do that.
Hmm.
Like somebody can just tell me like one guy he wanted me to write a script and he just gave me a little idea what he was thinking of and I took it, I created characters and I had already started writing. He didn't even know. And he like, you came up with that? I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know, it just come easy. Writing is not hard for me. It
Oh,
comes
that's
very
good.
easy.
Hey, look. So this part of the interview, we're gonna do what we call rapid fire. So we're
Oh
gonna
my
we're
God.
gonna give you some questions, right? And we want you to whatever come to mind, no more than 20 seconds, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
what's your why? Like, what makes you do what you do?
Myself, what I've been through, what I see.
Were there times you thought it wouldn't work?
No,
Hmm. What's the most important thing you've learned in life?
how to survive. No, it's how to survive, like how to make it in this life.
All
Hmm.
right. If you could turn back the hands of time and talk to your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
I knew you had 18. I knew it is. I knew it is. Yeah.
Don't be in no relationship. Go to college.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, soon as you finish high school, go to college. Because I had thoughts of being a lawyer. I
Do
think I
you
could
have
have
an
made a
account?
good lawyer.
Okay. Do you have an accountability partner, coach, or mentor? If so, why or why not?
No, I don't. I haven't really looked for one. I wish I did have one because a lot of people need mentoring here and there.
If you could sit down and have a conversation with somebody dead or alive, who would it be and why?
It'll be somebody that's alive, and it will be Queen Latifah because I think she'll guide me in the right direction that I need to be going in,
Help me
and
set it off. Huh?
yeah, she'll help me set it off, shoot to the stars to where I need to be.
All right.
Yeah.
What type of investments do you invest your money in?
I invest my money in a lot of my businesses that I start, like my hair business, um, my trucking company. Anything I do, I invest my money in it.
All right. So if somebody wanted to find some of your projects, your books and things like that, where would they go to find them?
They can go on Amazon.com. Um, all my books are on there under either China Salye or China S. Dot. They can also email me at queencspublishing@gmail.com.
And how about social media?
I'm on Instagram at China underscore the original one. That's my
Mhm.
private page, and it's open. It's open to the public. So if anybody want to know anything about my books or get a book or don't have access to getting one, they can contact me.
All right, and we'll put all this stuff in the show notes too, so they can easily click a link and get to you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
you guys, before we close out, what's one thing you guys got from this interview that you want to leave the people with? Trash, what you got?
Oh man, I love supporting our community. And when you have people in your community actually doing the work like China is, like she's been writing for a long time. It wasn't like last year I picked up her book for the first time. This is like 5, 10 years ago. She's been writing for a while. So I appreciate having a project in my hand that I know the author is authentic with it. So if you really want an authentic piece of work from an author, she's definitely somebody you can tap in with.
All right, Rhonda, what you got?
I would say, write. She says she writes every day. Every day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on now. You just got to write.
Yeah, we write every
Everybody
day.
got a story.
Yeah, if we write
Mm-hmm.
something every day, we get it done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And some people have a story but don't know how to get it out. And I tell a lot of people, you just got to just start. It's no perfect to me. In writing, it's no perfect way to start. You could start from the beginning. You could start from the middle. You could start from the end. And if you want me to publish your book, you could just give me an idea, and I'll go from there. Or, I'll put it together.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll
That's
help you
dope.
put it together.
There we go.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna just leave the people with, hey, I think somebody said it already. Everybody has a story. So
Hmm.
get your story out there because somebody somewhere in our community needs to hear it and know they can get through whatever it is that they're going through because some of us go through the same things. It's just different communities. And love yourself, love our people, and build our community, guys, because we got problems and we also have solutions. And we out.
Right.
Peace.
From the team at CRC Empire, we want to thank you for listening. To stay connected with us, like, share, and subscribe to the We Got Problems podcast. You can find us on social media platforms at Curtis Martin 247, at Rhonda Wrights Official, and at the_trash_vegan_. We got problems and we got solutions.